Oh,
Fantasties.
fantasties. Lily is hier.
Al was niemand
Nee, die wenspan gespaard gisteraand en toe het ons dan vir jou gesoek hoor.
Ek sukkel om oral te wees.
Sukkel jy om oral te wees.
Ja.
Okay. Okay, ons is almost there. 8 participants. Okay. Okay, is 8 uur. Hallo julle en welkom by ons marathon call, marathon update supervisor call. Hoeveel Engelssprekende het ons hierso? We've got Carol. Okay, so first of all, we attended this marathon masterclass this weekend, and I feel super excited that we are already doing a lot of things right, but there's quite a few things that we need to tweak. So we really wanted to focus this call tonight on some decisions that we have discussed with the leaders that we really well. And said we must do this, and she forced me to launch it. So baie dankie Karina. And I just love the marathons. I think it really allows us to have a true online business, and that, it's a business that we can work from anywhere. Like for me, that's between Gansbaai and Cape Town. And this is really a business for busy people. It's a business, it's a strategy. As they say, you've got to not see it as a follow-up system. It is a business strategy, and we've got to build royalties with that. But I want to congratulate also Amarie, Elda, and Sureta, because you are marathon babies. You know, so some of the stories that was there was new Gear Team and new Active World Team on the stage, and these people were marathon babies. But you guys are also marathon babies. So ons kan ons team shine en Amarie se team shine, Elda, Sureta, julle almal. Die growth in laas jaar se span en die qualifications, en ons het 8 mense wat gaan op die cruise, en die sukses het gekom van marathons. Maar ek dink ons het 'n bietjie laks geraak. Ons het 'n bietjie, it became too much of a follow-up system, and ons het half in 'n hoe kan ek sê, amper 'n gemakzone geraak. So I think this training over the weekend was an absolute wake-up call that we want to focus and just almost like refocus and tweak a whole lot of things. So I am excited. I know that we will have the ability to make these things happen. It's going to take us a while, but I think what stood out is marathons are a strategy and a system to build your business and royalties, not just a follow-up system. The assistant captain position is very important. And we have, I'm sorry to say, we have not been working the assistant captain position at all. And this is why we are not having the growth that we should be having in our team and the royalty growth. So that person must bring 2 people, the whole lot of the training. And then if we do it correctly, we will be building the business without knowing it. As they explained, some people qualify to world team or active world team, and they actually think they're not doing the business. So, and I know that we've tried last year, we had a recruiting team and we were posting stuff, and it was like, it wasn't helping. So I think if we just put our blinkers on, and the whole system will do the teach through Tell, Show, Try, Do. The power was a big thing, the power of 1 new team per month, finding new customers, a new group. And then I think the starting point for all of us is now to go and look at your little group, your team, and go and see exactly what orders you got from that team, so that you can see what is your volume per player. Because this, sorry for this typo there, this allows us to calculate and predict our business growth. So if we know that our little team is producing 500 points, how many teams do you need for you to be having 2,500 points? 5 teams. So, but it's important for you to go and look at your own reality, and then to see how many people do you have that's free riders. People that are just sitting in the system, they bought a shake 6 months ago, and month by month, they are still getting all this value. You know, if you sign up to a gym, you've got to pay your fees every month to be able to continue at the gym. But we have people that have these bottomless shakes. They buy one and they are laying it off. They're not going anywhere. So we're going to have to get strict, and also not being rude at all. We love everybody. You will keep them in your other support structures. You will still keep them around. They will just not be in the marathon structure because they're not using the products. Or, as I say, at some stage you will come back. If we share the results and everything, they will come back and want to have the value again. Use the marathon terminology it really is a great online business, as I said, for busy people, moms, everybody that wants to work either a side hustle or want to eventually be doing the business full time. So the Facebook support groups is a big thing that they are doing. They're really getting their guys to, once they have five captains that have got 5 teams and have got some, I don't know exactly, can't remember the criteria exactly, but also have got downline assistant captains that's got, I think, 2 teams. They are allowed to go on their own and do their own page. But we, I will discuss now how we want to incorporate these things. So, but this was really great. What they're doing lives, they do morning activation, they do energy info. So instead of the like we have the WhatsApp support group, they have everything on Facebook. The launch calls, and then the other thing that stood out for me is, I actually don't see it here that it shows, is the last point is they have 2 month ends. So at the end of the lap in the middle of the month, a lot of their guys already has their 2,500 points done at half of the month. So they have 2 month ends, which means that if your target is to get to your 2.5K by mid-month, it's just so much easier to get to 5K, because then the rest is just a bonus. So if you are working it correctly and you are, driving enough teams, you could have your 2,500 points done, especially if you're working towards vacation and so on. So how we had a discussion yesterday morning with the team, how we want to incorporate this for our team, is that we want to start off with a few things. And obviously, listen, guys, these guys built, but they changed their business around in 8 months. So it's almost 3 by 90 days. It's going to take us a while. There's obviously, especially for some people, it's going to be hard to say to customers, you can't join if you don't have a program. But I think, we've got to get to the point where you say, listen, I'm not getting anything from this person. They're not even buying a shake. I'm not making any money. So that I need to stop to be scared to lose them. So the main business strategy and system for the team would be the marathons. At this stage, I think we want to stop the 21-day challenges. Amarie and her team is really the drivers of that. Amu, I don't know how you guys feel. But I think we need to put our blinkers on and really, really focus on this for the rest of this year and be consistent with that, because then we can give it our all. Sometimes it is confusing for our customers when we're advertising this, advertising that. I think the 3-way call, the 3-day cleanses is fine to attract people so that you can drive them into the 10 days. So we will probably continue that. But I think at this stage, we really want to focus very seriously on the marathons. So what we want to do is also activate and train the assistant captain role more effectively, having groups with the captains and assistant captains together so that we can really assist and all get clarity about the role of the assistant captain, that they are a fairly newbie, they're bringing 2 people, and their responsibility checklists, everything that goes along with what the the assistant captain role is. The supervisors, and some supervisors or new people, if you are new to marathons, you might want to start as a player and then become an assistant captain yourself and then become a captain. If you have either tried it a long time ago, you have not really been doing marathons, I would suggest start from the start, and go back to the start, and then really learn the process as you go along. It's an amazing tell show try do. So supervisors to grow and have their own teams with assistant captains. I think we have too many supervisors that are sitting with their upline supervisor comfortable in a little group. And we need to kick some of you guys out, and you need to have your own groups and your own teams. But as I said, if you feel that you want to start, if you feel like you need to start again as a player or an assistant captain, come and share with us how you feel and where you see yourself and how you want to bring this in. The new bot is amazing. It frees you up. It doesn't take time. The customers are putting their own information in. So this allows you to have a lot more teams. So even somebody that's really busy could easily have 5, 6, 10 teams because they're putting their own weights on. The support structure is going to have them in this big energy group. So it doesn't mean you're just going to leave your customers, because you're still going to have your small little groups, your WhatsApp with your 8 people, and you will still want to follow up. Like I found now, I'm on just only on my first lap with the new bot, but it's like I don't have that daily contact. So you're going to have to find your own way. So I'm going to tell my customers to still check in with me with their weight, because I like that quick morning chat. But the fact that I don't have to write the weight down, that I don't have to go and upload it, it's just that personal contact that you still don't want to lose. So we have chosen 5 product programs, options that we want to have to enter the challenge, and we want to be strict with that and no free riders, guys. And we're going to ask you to, as I said, you don't have to lose the customer. If they just want to buy a shake, let them buy a shake. They're just not in the challenge. They would be in your normal follow-up system. But the minute that they are serious, they can get the benefit of everything that comes along with it. So people need to respect us for what we do and what we offer as well. We give them a lot of value. So we've got people don't expect to go to their job and work for free. How can they expect us to work for free? So the Facebook page will basically take over the WhatsApp big info group, as I said. We also worked on to refine the wellness, the invite, the wellness evaluation, the script, and we need to actually start working again. There's no point to just send a little picture with programs and a little video and expect your customer to make a decision and buy into the whole thing. So julle moet nou maar bietjie julle fone optel en 'n bietjie bel. So they do a 10-minute chat. We've got the script. You can go and refine it. And so, yeah, I think that is something that we're all going to have to work on. The celebration call will include a launch call, which is then a place, this will be on Zoom, that will allow us to invite any guests. So all of the support structure, like the Facebook page, will have lives, it will have exercise in the morning, it will have, and we really need everybody to help us there to get this thing off the ground. But I know that we can do it. It might take us a while to get our flow and get going again, but there's lots of you that are amazing on Facebook. So ons gaan op almal se talente intap. And cooking classes. We did fabulous cooking classes. I just think we never drove it enough, that we had enough people coming, and that's another opportunity where we can invite guests. It's another way of attracting people to what we do with marathons. It will obviously include a bit of an invite again. So and guys, please chat, give us comments in the chat box, so that what you think. Do you like what we are proposing? We are very, very excited that this is something that we can completely turn our business around for this year. 2023 was a difficult and challenging year, and we are very excited about this year. And this was an answer to many prayers for a lot of us. And I think this training was absolutely amazing. So I think it's just now putting blinkers on, you know, decide whether you want to be in and work with us. I'd like to hear from you. Please give us in the comments, yes, I'm ready, let's go. You know, chat with me. I feel a bit alone. Ek praat alleen hierso. So chat with us in the group. Are you guys excited? Are you going to help us? Let's build this thing. Okay. So so the big thing again, and one of the realities is this, is that like the first little team, especially when you've got a new assistant captain, often it's easy for them to find the first 8 people from their circle of influence. So they're going to start with mother, brother, aunt, colleague at work, and they could fill their first little group. But the minute that you're getting to the second one, this is where we've got to start getting people from the more cold market, creating events that's not necessarily Herbalife, like fitness activities, things on social media. It could be corporate wellness days, tastings, whatever it is that you're going to do, and that you're going to teach that person to okay, Carol, what are you struggling with? Sorry, I couldn't read that a bit Carol said I kan nie nou dit lees nie. But the big thing is to find an activity where you're going to attract people, book club, whatever, or just going out to dance classes. Get where you're going to be speaking to strangers again, where you're going to get one person that's going to bring another person. So to get fresh business. Carol, you can unmute yourself. Tell me, what is your problem?
No, I just said I would really love to be part of this, but I struggle to get people to buy more than one product at a time, let alone 3, 4, 5 products.
Okay, so we need to, this is got something to do with your own mindset around price and value. So, because it's about what you are selling. You're not selling the product. You're selling the whole community, the value, everything that goes along with it. So often, there's lots of people, not just you, I can promise you. There's lots of people that struggle to get people to buy more than one product, but they're not going to get a result with one product. You know, it's tough to get a result with just a shake if they're just going to do a shake. But remember, it's going to take us a while. We've got a lot of people that's buying 0 at the moment. So don't be too hard on yourself. You're not the only one. The big thing is there is people that, if we go out, we see the restaurants are full of people. They spend 500 to 1,000 Rand a night on one meal out, but they don't have money for our products. So it's about showing the value. And as I say, you know, again, then try to really, and I think it all starts here. So when you start, it's about having the conversation with the person on what did you weigh? What was your weight when you started, like when you left school? What did you weigh? You were 50, 60 kilos. You were nicely in shape. And over the years, gradually you started adding more and more weight. You know, so if you're looking, at age 20, you were weighing 67, 68. And at 30, then you gained, then you did do some diet, but now, close to 40, you are weighing about 90 kilos. And you are, if you continue on this path, you're going to hit 100 kilos. So if I can show you a way how you're going to gradually, with an amazing support structure, be able to lose this weight. And you know, at the end of the day, it's not just about the price of the product. It is that here is a business opportunity also attached. You can eat the products for free. Would you be interested in that, Carol? Would you be interested to have this amazing nutrition and the support structure for free if you bring a few friends? So again, it's on what you believe in, what you are offering. So this is just a nice illustration again. That how and Karina created here. So just again to help you to what you're going to say, let me explain to you how you can lose the weight, showing some results, because that is what you are going to get with the promise of the future for a person. People spend thousands on weight loss, the magic pill, the injection. So it really is about selling the whole support concept. If you listen to the script of Ilse, the program is right at the end. There's 4 or 5 programs. Let's see which one you're going to take. She doesn't even spend time on that. She is spending all of the time on the whole concept of what they are getting. And we are already giving amazing support. I remember, a lot of our customers they're not talking about really so much about the products when they say thank you. They say thank you to us for the support and the love and the information. Because if a person goes to a dietitian, they spend a lot of money, but they don't get food. So it's again on how we look at it and how we approach it. So when we do the wellness evaluation, it's got 2 kinds of things to it. So it is, the one thing is they're seeing their own, what they are doing wrong, and for you to help them so that they can make better choices. And again, sometimes you don't want to send this out and get the person to answer it on a WhatsApp. You want to do it on a call, and you can make it short. You can just jump 3 or 4 little questions. Maybe you don't need to do all of them. People don't have a lot of time, but you want to be able to get what they are eating. Are they eating protein? Are they exercising? Do they have tummy issues? Just a few key things. So you can take this and simplify it for yourself. And then once you've got the person where you've got a bit of information. This script is very long, but I copied it again. It was her full script that we downloaded. And again, read it a few times and then go practice maybe on each other. But it's all about the excitement in your voice. I called a whole lot of my distributors, all of my coaches today to be on the call tonight. So thank you guys for joining. But I called a whole lot of my old lappers, hulle hardloop daai ding oor en oor en oor, maar hulle koop 1 shake elke 3 maande. So I called them. I didn't want to send another little message. I called them and I said, I'm so excited. Next week we are starting. This is what we're giving. And I hope you're excited as well. Maybe your sister wants to join. So let's build new teams for next week. Let's get excited about the value that we are giving. I know you don't see the value yet, but you're going to get very excited after next week. I'm going to love it. So then you won't go to the whole range, but maybe just chat through. A lot of our existing customers already know the products, but for a new person, you might need to touch on the whole range and say, we've got this core products, we've got amazing snacking, we've got Target shampoos and everything. We even have a VIP option. You could sign up and eat at a discount. But let's look at what's going to suit your budget. So again, finding something that you feel comfortable with. And always for me, Shake and PDM is first. That is your food that keeps you full. It makes sure that you're going to get the result. You need 2 shakes a day. So you really, that's the absolute minimum. And you want the energy and, the increased metabolism to get better results. So, the big program is about 2,000 Rand, but maybe why don't we start just with the fast program? So, I always talk about the biggest one and then come down to the smallest one. So that people understand that sometimes they're losing out if they don't have it all. But again, people have got money that you just have to see that they're going to come and spend it with us. And then, as we start, the magic is the team that's got a few empty spots. And with the new bot, there's no dog and cat or a shaker that can go in there because they're not going to be able to go on to the Telegram group and fill in their stats for the day. So it's about I've got 3 places left. Let's go. And going to asking your existing people for help and say, listen, I've got 2 spots. Please help me. Don't you have a friend that needs to, that I can contact to get going with this? So the new bot is absolutely amazing, but Karina is better than me. Karina, will you just very briefly again explain to them? We're not going to go through going onto the phone and so on.
Sure.
You can't start the bot without the team. So your first step would be to go and fill those 8 little faces, and then you can start the bot. And once you start, it's so maklik. So if you would just talk a little bit through the logistics, Karina, please.
Okay. I'm sure most of you have downloaded the bot already and registered, but if you haven't, we'll share the link in the supervisor group. So it's really simple. If you're a captain, you are going to register on the captain bot. And if you're a player, your captain will send you a link to register on the player bot. Okay, so it's 2 separate things, but they interact with each other. They talk to each other. So as a captain, you will go and download it's like a group on Telegram, and then you register your name in there. It asks you the questions. You just follow the system. And then once your team is full, then you start putting you can start putting the pictures. So you need to have a picture of your player and their starting weight. And once you've got your team full and their pictures are in and your starting weight, and you can put an avatar in. If somebody, I know Howard's got a customer that's a very high profile actor, and he doesn't want his face on wherever. So you can use an avatar for him, but he still has to put his own weight in on Telegram. So he's a real person, but he's just not showing his face. So we can do that. If somebody really doesn't want to share their actual picture, then it's not a problem. So, and then once your team is registered, you get a link that you then send to all your players. So your players need to download Telegram. And sorry, got a birthday boy wishes coming through.
Happy birthday, Howie.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so once they're registered, you send them that little link. They just follow the prompts, they're registered, and then every morning they put their own weight in. And then this new bot is amazing, guys. It's got a habit tracker. So every morning, once the weight is in, it comes back and it says, what is your, fill in your habits from yesterday. Did I have my first shake, second shake? Did I exercise? Did I have enough water? Did I have junk food or not? Did I smoke or not? All the healthy things. And that really kept me on track when testing this new bot out. Because now you've got to think, okay, tomorrow I've got to say, I'm not having my second shake, or I'm not having a healthy meal tonight. I'm having some junk food. And you work against yourself. You track yourself. So and then the captain gets that updated, and they get, you see which players are following the program and which ones you need to interact with. So that's as simple as it is. And then we work with them individually, and we're going to be working with them on the Facebook group as well, and give them all the amazing value that Elsa spoke about. Any questions about this? Have you tried it out? Ask me quickly while you got me.
Yeah, we're going to do a bit of a question and answer.
Q&A. Okay, so please type your questions, then I will have a look and answer them at the end. Okay, excellent. Thanks, Elsa. Anything else that I needed to?
No. I think this is just going through the whole process again. I'm not going to spend time on this. You know what it is about, and that it's a way to really drive your business. I think for me, the big thing is that it's, online, it's duplicatable. We give amazing, I mean, I have not had such amazing results over the year. I've had people have fantastic results with 21 days, but I've never had results with lap after lap. The people that's like some people that lost 40 kilos, etc. So, and I think the big thing that you can actually predict if you're going to work with it, that you know, that you can say, okay, I've got 60 points per customer. I know I've got 630 points per little group. So I need to work harder and have so many teams to have X amount of volume and X amount of money. So you can really predict your business if you go to work on it. So and with the new bot, we can say we've got a new system now, we've got a new Facebook page. So it's a reason to go back to old people that's been around maybe for a long time, or that has stopped using Herbalife. Maybe you can get them back. So this is just a few scripts on finding new players. And the key is to create a sense of urgency, because we're always starting next Monday. We set up, and Tuesday is our starting day. So that really gives us a double month in, because we've got to order for the first one and order again for the second one. So, and it all starts with one, you know, even if you are very, very part-time and you say, okay, a lot of us has been entertaining the same little group, lap after lap after lap. Occasionally, you maybe bring a new person in, but if you get that sense of urgency that you want to, you know, find one new person, the goal is actually two, because that will, you know, make your business go so much faster. But if you decide, I want to go for one new team a month, and you are building onto that, that's amazing. So we've already discussed why the new bot and why it's so amazing. It's helping us to save time, and we know what the challenges are about. We know the marathon structure. This is just a bit of the basic training. And again, the captain's responsibilities is to find players, to organize the marathon, to support participants, to serve as a good example, getting good results yourself, and then obviously supporting the assistant captain so that that person can build up and become a captain at later stage. So that means it's really that you're building your business, building new supervisors, and really building your business. So we're not going to go onto that little video now. So this is all about the player bot and the bot. So this is the marathon captain bot, the alpha version. If you want to go and find it, we will put it on the groups as well for you again, if you are not part of that yet. And because it's a connected team, which is great. And with this new one can be different countries, where the previous one you couldn't have a player from, say, UK and somebody from South Africa. This one is completely international. So well done to Leon and his team for really, these guys have done so much to help us to support, to work the business with this. So yes.
What's amazing is I'm on day 24 already, because I started a while ago as a player, just to see what the information is that I'm getting. And every day is different. It has been different since I started. So it didn't go back to day one after 10 days. It carried on. And at the moment I'm at day 24, and it's South African products and videos in there, the information.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I think if your customer or your player is in England, it will have the British information in on the Telegram. Interesting.
So what we're also going to try to do is, I don't know how we're going to do this, because some people are going to be at different levels, Karina. So we thought that we wanted to keep the subjects the same as what is on the bot. But, you know, we have some people in the first phase, we're going to have some in the later phase. So I think we will just continue to just give value as much as we can. Yes. And sometimes when you get something new, we will have that in the Facebook page. But you guys, those of you that's willing to help us, please put up your hands. If you are willing, I know a lot of you are very skilled on Facebook. So please, if you are willing to help us, I mean, it doesn't mean you're going to have to do a whole day. We'll probably break the day up, and we're going to still work on a little What is it, the schedule for us to really work on giving value. But I'm there. I'm going to give it my all, and I know a lot of the leaders is ready to help. So very, very excited about this. Okay, so where to find the information? You know, we've got already the posting group on Telegram, where over the years we've really found all of the creative minds have amazing value. So we will use a lot of this also in the Facebook page. So what I want to get to is how we are going to, so I'm not going to talk about the assistant captain and all of this now. We're going to give a special training for this. So again, the assistant captain, as you know, will be marked AC on the bot, and then everybody that he brings, is marked by a star, so you can very quickly see who's actually your assistant captains in the group. But this is going to be a separate training, Karina, for the assistant captains, with the captains and the assistant captains. Otherwise, we're going to be here too long. So with the flow and product use, number one, you're going to advertise the challenge. You're going to do a wellness evaluation. You're going to recommend the products. You will order it, get photos, create your team, and then start your team and send the link to your bot. So the big thing we wanted to bring it down to volume and what the growth that you can have in your business. Thank you, Karina, for putting this together. So what we do is, you know, this is a whole duplication thing. So we use the products, we share the journey, we teach others to do all of the above. So at the end of the day, when we are looking at showing people the business, one lap with 10 players or 9 players, one captain and 8 players, that's using Shake, PDM, and T is 76.90 points. And for the 9 players, it's 692. So if this is your baseline, if you feel you can't sell a bigger program than that, you know, try and work that you can get to this as being your absolute baseline, which is around 700 points. So the profit for one lap, and this is if it's a full retail customer and you at 50%. So a lot of the customers are maybe going to be on 25 or 35 because they are preferred customers, or, you know, they are members in your team at this stage. The key thing that you want is that everybody in your lap is in your personal volume. It's not another supervisor that you're earning nothing from. So this is why we're really going to try that we are not entertaining different like the supervisors in the group. We want to have your lap, your whole lap is all personal volume. That means you're going to have an increased wholesale check. And as these people are going to grow and you identify that excited person that's talking a lot, that's going to be your assistant captain. So even if you get that person to bring 1 person, but your goal is to get them to bring 2 people. If you're going to do your 2 laps per month at full retail, you're going to earn 13,300 Rand. So if we halve that and say all of it is at 25%, you are still making 6,600 Rand. But if you are entertaining people with 0 volume and half a shake because they're eating the shake over 3 months, what are you earning? Also 0. So let's, you know, treat this business as a business, and people will appreciate us if we, you know, just explain to them, this is what we do. This is a business like any other business. You don't expect to work for your boss and actually earn for free, but you're going to do it in a very nice way. You're not going to be rude to anybody. Okay, so focus on 1 team per lap for 90 days. So personal use. Okay, so this is on Shake, PDM, and multi-fiber, a big shake, I think. So 8 players, each with a big shake, PDM, and multi-fiber. It's also 680. Is it reg? Dit lyk bietjie minder. 8 players. Okay, ek weet nie, Karina, hierdie was jou somme.
I can't onthou nie. I don't know. That's what I worked at the time. Well,
Okay.
but why I made the sound
It
was
still
that
gives you 2,040 points,
But
plus you
yes,
earn 85, which is 2,100 volume points. So those of you that's struggling, you're not getting to your 2.5, you're
That's
sitting on 500 and 600. If you focus and you build your teams, you're going to very quickly lift your volume and earn a nice big wholesale check. So again, here, if you have 12 teams, you are doing 6,000 points, which means, and listen, guys, it's going to take a while to build it up. It's not like tomorrow it's going to happen. So let's have the patience. We are here to build it up and gradually. And I think the big thing is the new, to go and get new people, new marathon babies that's going to become your leaders in your business. And let's take it from the Active World team. This is a whole 10,000 points in the organization. How many teams do we have here? 10. 10,000 points under the supervisor. 8 players. Ja, ek weet, ek het hom 85. Ek wil net weet hoeveel teams is daar. Because they are doing huge volumes, 250 volume points per customer, that is very high for South Africa. So for us, if we can aspire to get to 80 points or 100 points, I think we are doing well. We just need to build up from where we are now. And let's not beat ourselves up. As I said, really go and explain the value to customers, and let's just really go and build on it. So profit when your players use the Shaken PDM only. So this is again profit per lap at 35%, 42%, and 50%. So that you can really get excited and start calculating how much you're going to pay yourself if you go to work and really fill your teams. Okay, so julle klein bietjie opgewonde. Okay, so if you have 8 teams, 8 captains with 5 teams each, you will be global expansion team. 20 captains with 5 teams each, you will be on get to 5. And 32 captains with 5 teams each is 80,000. That's multi-team. So we had 45 teams in this last lap. So the big question for us is how many volume points are we actually calculating per lap? So if we all go and have a reality check with our teams, I'm going to make my sums and let's see how we can build up on that. I think my biggest problem is I've got too many supervisors in my laps, in my teams. So I need to get fresh, new member PC babies into my groups. But let's build it up. It's, as I said, we're excited. I'm going to stop this share now, and we're going to take some questions. Also, I know. New share. Stop sharing. Okay, so you guys can open your cameras. Did you get value, or is julle Santos opgewonde? Charmaine is opgewonde.
Charmaine's on the way to Active World team.
Yes, man. Okay. All right. Any questions, guys? Now it's time to ask, please.
I think for me, can I ask a question? For me, the
Sure.
big thing is going to be to find the new people. So I had my head going. I was actually at Pilates this morning, and Charmaine was talking to people while they were exercising, and she approached it so nicely. She just said, "Oh, we're all going to be divided up into teams, and we're going to support you to get amazing results." And now she's going to talk to them one-on-one. So she's got a pool that she's fishing from. So I'm thinking, I need to get a pool of people also, or I need to go into my phone and really go and contact all my people that I have in there that's got any reason why they want to have a healthy lifestyle, and see if I can fill up new teams, because I don't, I think for now, I'm going to just upgrade my people a little bit. If they're only having one product, I'm going to say next lap 2 products, and the lap after that 3, so that I don't give them a big scrick. If they don't have any products, I'm going to say, if you don't buy products, then if you don't have one at least next time, then you can't join anymore. But yeah, to get the 2 extra every lap, I think that's.
And you
that's
know what? When it comes to feeling bad about getting them to buy product, is you can it's not your fault. You understand? It's the rule of the bot worldwide. It's Herbalife rule. It doesn't have to be
yes,
you.
not
You
personal.
understand?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
find a way that you're comfortable with. And I like what you're saying. You see, the big thing that they do is they track the volume of the upline sees the volume of the downline. When they say, I've got a full team, but they're doing 200 points, they say, what's happening here? You've got 200 points. Obviously, you're using your own. How can you have 2 teams and there's no volume? I mean, no one of us are going to be rude and, force people, etc. But I think it's just important to get that business mindset. We give amazing value. So why would we want to continue to give it for free?
And it is a business. So I think it's to get our heads around that. I mean, Coca-Cola is not going to give Cokes away all the time. They charge you for it, So it's a business. And that's an unhealthy one, that. But we've got a healthy.
It's just a bietjie op ons knieë, ek weet. Jy weet, I mean, yeah. But I mean, most of my people that are really getting good results is definitely on 3 or 4 products.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm not grabbing them by the throat to buy it.
And
It's selling the system. Yeah. It's part of your food budget.
Your food budget. So
okay. So if we can ask in the chat box, what is your biggest problem if around this? Excepting sometimes not having much time. But what is your biggest problem? Is it to find a new customer? And secondly, to sell a bigger program? Am I right? Is that the 2 problems you have? Julle kan maar die mics afhaal en net sê ja.
Ja.
Yeah.
Okay. So dit is dieselfde probleem wat ons almal het. So maar die ding is, as jy die waarde genoeg gaan value, so die ander ding wat hulle doen is, hulle gaan begin, jy moet 5 conversations 'n dag doen, new conversations, nie die existing ou mense wat jy weer mee praat nie, maar 5 nuwe mense, of jy nou op Facebook 5 nuwe mense kry, en of jy in die winkel wanneer jy gaan kos koop met iemand praat, maar jy moet met 5 nuwe mense 'n dag praat. En almal kan met 5 mense praat.
If you talk to 5 people and you do the 10-minute conversation, then you can talk to people in 1 hour.
Maar onthou nou, jy gaan nie dadelik na die 10-minute conversation daartoe gaan nie. Jy gaan nou eers net 'n kontak maak. Miskien gaan jy met 2 van hulle die 10-minute conversation hê.
In the beginning, and later on you have more, because you can just make the initial contact with more people in the beginning.
Yeah. So I know that the people that's still doing the best retail and are getting the most new people are people that has got a fit activity or something where you attract people that you don't actually say it's Herbalife.
I'm going to join an art class and meet some new people at the art class.
Or somehow you're going to have to get out of your house and be out talking to people. And and get excited and enthusiastic. That's the biggest thing. But can you do 5 new people a day?
Just talk to them.
Just
Yeah.
make contact. It's not like you're going to go for the kill immediately. You just want to make contact.
Yes.
Julle
Ja.
ander is net Karina wat antwoord.
Ek het gou 'n vraag, Elsa. Okay.
Ja.
Ek wil weet, kan daar miskien 'n skrip kom wat ons kan gebruik, nie net vir ons nuwe mense nie, maar ook vir die ou mense, net vir die mense wat al gereeld op ons challenge is, net om te sê van, yes, dit is 'n nuwe Captain Bot en die reels is vir daai 5 produkte. Dat hulle nie nou dink, goed, ons was fine geweest met 'n shake en nou ewe skielik van 'n shake na 5 produkte nie.
Nee, hulle hoef nie 5 nie. Hulle moet net 'n
Ja.
minimum van 3 hê.
Ja, maar nog steeds, hulle was al
Enige 3 eintlik,
was-
maar vir my nie minder as 3 nie. Maar
Ja.
as hulle nou op 1 is of 'n halwe shake is, vat hulle na 2, dan na 3.
Ja,
Okay, sorry, Matt. So the big thing is we don't want to chase people away, but at the same time, if they are not buying anything, you are not losing anything.
They're not actually your customers, they're not buying. So
Yeah.
why are we supporting them then?
Who of you? Biggest problem is me. Amanda. It always starts with your own result, guys. And that is the
Yes.
first question I always ask. If somebody's business is down, go on a 3-day cleanse and lose 1 or 2 kilos, and you are excited again.
Come into
Join
my-
the next challenge as a player and a captain, or as an AC, and bring 2 people, but getting a serious new result yourself. And I hope we really will be able to deliver on the Facebook page that we have been giving amazing value. I think we've just been a little bit maybe repetitive with our 10 days. Ons is half in like running on a mill there. So we really so Catherine, you got 1 PC. Well done. So guys, we need to be excited and see this as a relaunch of our business. And everybody has the same problem. Where am I going to find a new customer? How I'm going to sell the product. Almal het dieselfde probleem. So it's about getting out there. It's like everybody's got a bed, but people, and the market is saturated with beds, but all the shops are still selling beds. And this is a consumable product. So people are eating out. Hulle eet, spandeer baie geld op een aand. They just are not spending the money with us. So it's about selling the value, being excited, and getting them to be your customer, and then working the referrals.
Can I quickly get back to Lindy's question? There
Yeah.
was we posted a script on the supervisor group this afternoon. So just have a look there. There's a script, but I think you have a few other things that you want to add to it. So won't you just list that for us on the group, and whoever else wants to have, ask or say different things.
I think
to
maybe they
prospect.
want a script for the first prompt. Like the first prompt. So like I sent voice notes today to my people. I asked them to speak to them. Some of them didn't want to speak to me. Some people don't like to be called. Hulle voel
Yeah.
threatened.
Voice notes work very well.
It's the millennials. I hate to be called. Hulle dink jy wil iets van hulle hê as jy hulle bel. So is reg Nikita, né? Die millennials wil nie gebel wees. So I sent voice notes. So I said, I'm so excited. You've done so many laps. I want to align your goal, because I see you doing 200 grams up, 200 grams down. Let's refocus. Let me do a new wellness evaluation with you. I'm so excited. We're going to change to this new app. I'm calling it an app because people don't know what a bot is. I just like this measuring app for our weights. You're going to get upload your own weight, and it's going to give you a whole lot of information and track your wellness. And then we're also going to have this amazing Facebook page. It's not going to be in your face like the WhatsApp group. It's going to be all on the Facebook. And tonight, if you've got a busy day, you can go and scroll back and you can get all the value in cooking classes and fitness and motivation. And it's going to be awesome. And I know your sister once, a long time ago, was also on this. Can we go and get her to join again? That's basically the script. That's like, just make it your own. But you want to go and again, a voice note is better than a getikte ding, but because there's no emotion. Okay, so make a few recordings and copy and paste this stuff if you don't have time. You know, and just go back to all your existing old lappers, get them all back. But I want the soups not to be in your lap, your groups. The soups must have their own, because you're not getting personal volume. You want to grow your personal volume. You want to grow your team volume as well. But as I say, if some people are completely gone, maybe you want to first just get them back as a customer and to get back on the products and get a fresh result for them on this first lap to see what it's all about and then get excited.
Will you post us? Will you share your voice note with us in the group? I think that's what Renelle was asking.
Yeah, sure.
And we can so.
Dit het nou dalk die girl se naam en haar suster se naam en so aan in, maar ek kan nog nie na maak.
Fine. We must make our own anyway with our own voices. So, but just to get enough.
We want to get away from sending just the programs. You don't give prices or anything. You first build this relationship with the person and get them excited about the concept. And then you go to the product. I think people are too quick to go to the price list and the product because people just say no when they see the prices and you haven't sold the value yet. Help het 'n bietjie.
En daar's stilte.
So stilte. Help
En
het
daar's
niks.
wonder.
Okay. Any other question? If I could give you all 20 customers today, I would love to.
Me too.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a girl that has been a member for quite a few years. She once was a soup and then she lost it. She's really not interested in doing the business at all. Never has been.
Yeah.
Now, she has brought 3 people. She's on all my challenges. She does buy. She has brought 3 people who buy from her. The one has lost 30 Ks, the one has lost 20
Can you
Ks.
see the volume?
And
Can you see the volume that
Yes.
they are buying?
yes.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
mother has just joined her first, and she's lost nearly 4 Ks in 8 days. Now,
Okay.
she has no interest at all in doing teams or anything. She doesn't want to do the business. She's just there for the discount. So can I keep her and her 3 customers on mine?
Yeah, she's not a
team?
supervisor. She's not a
No.
supervisor. She's in your personal volume.
She's on
So of course you can.
42. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Sure.
She's a
Absolutely.
brilliant, yeah. If she-
Listen, you are going to have the odd supervisor that you have in your group. I just recommend that you try to get them to have their own teams.
Understood.
Some
She's
people-
going to
they
become a
kind of-
supervisor soon
you
without
can
doing the
take horse
business.
to the water, but sometimes you can't make them drink. So, you know, it's not, that's not the perfect world. So we can just aspire to get there.
So, hi
you.
guys.
Hi, Shamaine.
Are you done, Carol? Am I interrupting you?
No, I just said thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks. So I had a lady that was chatting to me about the products and the challenges and all of that. And she's about 60 odd something years. And she said that her doctor told her that she needs to lose weight because for her health issues and her injuries. So her doctor recommended that she see a nutritionist or a dietitian. And she came and told me that, oh, you know, you should see what these nutritionists and dietitians want to charge. So when I started to talk to her about the challenges, she said, but now how much is that going to cost me? And I said, no, that is all included. All you need to do is eat the products. And she goes, but why? How come? You give so much. So it is doable, and we need to say that. We need to validate ourselves and explain to people what value, as Elsa said, we are giving them. And don't be shy to explain to them that this is of great value and it's worth a lot of money if you rent somewhere else. So, you know, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, but also, as we say so often, don't work for free and give away all of this intellectual property for nothing. It's worth a lot, and all they have to do is use the products and they'll get the results. So, you know, it's not even a hard sell.
Yeah, and they can still, so they can get a discount. They can eat, and really, when they're eating at 35%, it's cheaper than food. So, and they're going to get all the energy and all this amazing results, and the whole community. I mean, if I asked Lynette, who's lost 42 kilos now in this year, what is the value that she got? She's not calculating the amount of money on the products, I promise you. Because her life is completely changed. So we've just got to get to a point where we really take pride in what we do. And like you are saying, you know, we are giving a lot. So don't feel like, I don't know who it was, I think Mark Hughes or Jim Rohn at one stage says, the 100 Rand profit that you're making from the shake is nothing compared to the time, love, attention, information, everything that you're giving. You deserve. And that is why a person must pay the full retail price the first time. If you are discounting yourself out in the marketplace, you are killing your business. And I think this is, for some people, the biggest problem. They feel that the product is expensive in their own mind, and they don't kick somebody off at full retail. If you kick somebody off at full retail, I might give something for free, or 10%, not more than that. But that's when they appreciate the marketing plan, when they sign up as a PC, they go to 25 and 35%. So if we can fix that, we will have a complete win in the business. And remember, South Africa's products are actually well priced in comparison to some of the other countries. It's expensive. If you look at Australia and some of the countries, it's not cheap. But our products are completely affordable, especially, as I say, 25 and 35. So a lot of customers are eventually eating at 35. Okay, guys, I think we can call it. We are after. Peter, did you want to say something? We are after 9 o'clock. Thank you for your time 2 nights in a row. But we are super excited. We wanted to just, you know, hit it while it's fresh in our minds. And I had a call today with Pia. She was actually in the event, and she's going to do our 500 ppv call next week. And it's always, you know, when you're actually in the room and you're the energy and the discussions she had around with the people at the party, and you know, some great nuggets from her. So I'm very excited about Monday's call as well. Jy wou iets sê, Pieter?
Nee, ek is reg, dankie. Elsa.
Is jy reg? Okay, julle. Dankie.
Dankie.
Thank you.
Have a lovely
Good night.
evening.
Bye.
Let's go
Okay.
build the teams. Build it and they will come.
Yes.